Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to Vintage Story on the Aura Fury server. Hope you guys are doing good today. I am doing great. So, I want to go back across to our new Translocator for one major reason, and that is it would appear that no one has been there. So I was looking at the map, and it looks like we have a lot of ruins in the area, as well as a whole bunch of seashells along all of these sandy beaches that are above us. So we're just going to basically bore straight up to the surface. And who knows, we might find something on the way, but chances are we won't. But yes, this is what I'm going to do. And we've got a long ways to go because I'm still at Y42 right now. So, yeah, I will meet you guys up on the surface. So, since I have had a video go out here recently about how to use the Prospector's Pick, I figured this would be a good time to use it. So if we take a look here, this block right here has verified trace amounts of borax. So what we're going to do is exactly how I show to do it in the video. We're going to start by digging as far as we can reach into a hole, and then we're going to break another block in here and see if we get a better reading. So we're still verifying trace amounts. So now we're going to go in this other direction and see what we get over here. Now, of course, shale rocks I don't really need, so I'm not overly concerned about keeping these. So, let's see. Still trace amounts. So, let's dig a little bit further in, see if we can get something to show up as not trace amounts, whether it be an improvement or getting worse. I don't really care as long as the sample changes. And it's probably below us. That is very much what I am thinking. So that is very definitely no or node. So it is very distinctly possible that we need to go that direction or that direction because we have gotten, well, trace in both directions here. So let's go ahead and dig out this way a little bit. And by the way, the reason I mentioned, well, yep, there it is, borax. So the reason that I'm interested in borax is because it sounds like this stuff could be useful in steel manufacturing. So yeah, I don't know for sure if that is just a rumor or not. Of course, that is going to be something that I can't verify yet because, yeah, we have to wait for the next update first. But I am going to add this to my map. So let's go waypoint, add white, and I hear a wolf pup, and borax. There we go. So that should have been added. And we'll go ahead and pop back out of this little cave. So the main reason that I wanted to come up here was I am seeing on the mini-map, if we open this up, so let's change this to be a mine, or pick. So there are these little white spots all over the place. And those typically indicate seashells. So let's see, where is the nearest one? There is one right there. That might not be one. This one right here, I think well, let's go to that one first. That one has distinct possibility. So, kind of shimmy around this little pond here. And let's take a look at what we got here. And lo and behold, we have a plain clam. So, yes, I want to go around here and collect tons and tons of seashells. Oh, there's more borax. So apparently borax is very large. Let's go ahead and add another waypoint because that definitely still there. But yes, I am going to go around and try to gather up as many of these seashells as I can. The other thing is I was seeing some ruins down here, and I could have sworn that I saw some up here, but I may have been mistaken. But yes, I'm going to kind of, oh, yep, right there. So I'm going to kind of explore around here a little bit, gather up all these seashells, because there's a lot of them around here, and do some ruin exploring. That sounds like kind of a fun thing for me. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Well, the first ruin that I find, a seed vessel. So see what we get here. That looked like spelt. Oh, rye. Yeah, either way, not exactly what I wanted. Ooh. Glitchy cave. Another seed vessel. Turnips. Oh, and copper. A little bit of brown coal is never a bad thing. Nor is a little bit more brown coal. And I'm always happy for ruins, especially when they have the first bookshelves that we have found on the server. Oh, yes. Thank you. Oh, what do we got? A handbasket? No, thank you. One rusty gear. Ooh. Ooh. And another resonance archive. Very nice. We've got rusty gears all over the place. And this may have a basement to it as well. But one issue that I have run into is inventory space. And the biggest problem is I picked up a whatever one of the chests, one of the collapsed chests from the teleporters and forgot to drop it off. So I need to drop that off here, and now I can actually put some of this stuff into my chest and put it on my back. So, yes. And we've got a few shells. We haven't been terribly far yet. We've got 4 shells so far. But yeah, I am definitely going to be digging all of this out. We'll see if there is anything additional. Actually, let's check that right away. So it doesn't look like it, actually. We're surface only. But yeah, bookshelves. I'm definitely taking those. Very nice. So yeah, the granite cobble I'm not overly concerned about, but the aged wood, yeah, maybe. Not terribly much anymore, but yeah, I will go ahead and collect all of this stuff and continue on. Wandering trader. And no one here. Can I take that? No, of course not. Jerks. Yeah. Really? Nothing there. Ooh. Ooh. More caves. And what would me going into a new area be without finding some meteoric iron? Cabbage seeds are always a good thing. Terra Preta is always nice. As is more Terra Preta. How about another meteor? Of course, a village is always a nice thing. There's a cave here too. But, ooh, this is a big one. I'm not sure. Okay, forge. Well, I do believe... Okay, so we're going to have to get our pack off. So let's go ahead and just do this real quick. Set this chest down. Because I do believe... Yeah, we have some stuff in there. So let's throw that, throw that, throw that. There we go. So that will go back in there. Forage. Well, we have quite a few cattails. And you know what? We can take some of these sticks and turn them into ladders. Yes. Well, I will explore this and see what we've got. In the main room, got some rusty gears, but I don't think I can pick them up at the moment. Ore vessel. That looks like lead. Ore vessel. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe sphalerite? Yeah, let's go ahead and... Chromite. Oh. Interesting. Alright, well, let's see if we can get all of this stuff put into something. Well, more underground ruins. It's another one of these reasonably big ones like I found by the halite vein. And we got some granite cobble skulls in here, as well as some more gears. Yeah, more gears. More gears. Alright, I don't know how I'm going to pick all this stuff up. And I hear locusts. Another trader. Ooh, two-ton. Luxuries merchant. A book. I have a book. I don't think it's worth 3 gears. No, I don't think so. Well, we are finally back to the Translocator, and we explored a sizable area out here. So I didn't really mark a lot of things. We do have a lot of borax around here, so we will definitely not be running out of borax. There's that brown coal, a little bit of copper there, and a meteor there, and a meteor there. So yeah, not great returns from that, but we did get a lot of other good stuff. Like, look at all these shells. And then we've got 40 pieces of meteoric iron, a couple of these fired storage vessels, almost a stack of terra preta, a whole bunch of other stuff too, the cobble skulls. And you know, we'll just do this. We'll quickly pull out our chest so that we can look at what we've got in here. So we got a resonance archive, 9 bookshelves, 9 cobwebs, 5 cabbage seeds. I found more cabbage. A book. So actually this book, we've got a couple of books that we need to go over when we get back. 18 rusty gears, tons of aged wooden planks, and some chromite of all things. You know, I didn't expect to get any of that. But yeah, so let's pick up our cobble skulls first here. There we go. So we've got all that stuff. Let's go ahead and head back to the base. And we've got a little bit of reading to do. Well, I am really happy to be back at my base. I was just about ready to starve, and inventory was so full that I was throwing things away that I really would have liked to have kept, but you know, they weren't really that important. But we are back now, and we have 2 of these books. So we've gotten 2 of them out of various locations, and we need to read these. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Discovered Lore Confession, Part 0 of 1. Okay, no, not T, J. Dang it, J. Confession. I led these people here down to these hellish depths, gave them up to the darkness and starvation like lambs to the altar. And for what? This monstrous creation? I fear to recognize it as my child. The common people look upon it as though it were salvation, as though it were God itself. And they see me as the Messiah. I walk amongst their halls and shelters, and I shudder at what remains of humanity. They dwell in filth and hunger. Civil services have collapsed under the long, unbearable weight of the endeavor. These men and women have no means of rubbish disposal. Many of them have already been stricken by rot. If any other soul should wander through their dwellings, they would tear him apart from the ligaments in search of food, and yet they by some power withstand their hunger when they gaze upon me. They weep for joy and offer me what meager supplies they have. Oh God, help me. I am still your faithful servant. Oh my God, what on earth is that? Oh, yikes. Okay, what do we got in the other one? Breakdown, part 0 of 1. Okay, let's see what this one is. Constant clamoring, people shouting. I'm worried. Things were quieter before. We had almost given up. Nobody spoke. We just desperately worked on the project. But now it's almost time to wake it, and the people are excited. They're too excited. They don't know. They don't understand. I don't even understand it. What have we created? What greater doom have we wrought upon ourselves? We should all have died. Maybe we should have all just died when the rot came for us. I've begun to see things, even when I'm not gazing through the lens, walking down the halls, looking at the prints. Suddenly my vision shifts, and I'm in a world I cannot comprehend. I am in the other world, and it is leaking into this one. I've begun to notice its effect. My creations, cherished by the people, and without which this project could never succeed, they are strange to me now. There is something wrong with them. It is the otherworldliness I have given to them. A golem was found 2 shifts ago with blood and mutilation splattered across its plates. The workmen, they wrote it off as an accident, but I know better. Yikes! No. That's just freaky. I don't know that I like that. Yeah. So, yep, a bit more lore. That is really cool. So, I am really happy about getting that stuff. That is always really cool. Now, one thing you'll notice, I couldn't put all the stuff away. So, we still have the borax. We've got nowhere for that. I actually had to pull a little bit of crystallized magnetite out of my iron chest because, yeah, we're up to 5.5 stacks of the meteoric iron pieces now. And our gems are completely filled. You know, we could put the clear quartz in something else, but I don't know. I think what I would really like to do is to start upgrading some of these chests because some of them desperately need it. So I can't remember what the recipe is for these upgrades, but let's go ahead and look at the chest. So the copper chest, it requires a wooden chest and a copper plate, and yeah, we can either take a labeled chest or put a sign on a copper chest. So either one of those will work. Now, let's take a look there real quick. So the chests, I think the copper one takes it up to 24. Yes, so we would gain an additional 8. And we could go to tin bronze then, which requires the copper, and that would take us to 32. So that would double the size of the chest. Now that can then be turned into the iron chest, which would be a 40. But I think what we'll do is we'll just use a few of them as copper chests and a couple of them as tin bronze. I don't think at this moment in time we need the iron chests. So I suppose I will probably work on that between episodes because I think we're out of time for this one. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on or anything that you would like to see, be sure to leave that down in the comments. Check out the description for a list of the mods that we are using here on the server. And also, If you have any ideas for things that I could do on Vintage Verified, be sure to leave that down in the comments as well. And I will see you next time. Bye.